spicy.
Anybody home? Anybody home? Lutheran police! Anybody home?
Wow.
Anybody home?
Jesus.
Answer! Lutheran police! Anybody
The
home?
neighborhood's just gone.
36! Move now! Leave your stuff! Go! The fire's at the back! Go!
So weird. Look.
Everybody head east! Get out of the store now!
You know, it was a fire, but it was also like an act of insane Mother Nature. On a day like that, there was nothing you could do to stop it.
Go back! Go back! Go back! Go back! Just go back! Go back!
Westbound South Boulder is still okay to leave open, yes?
Jack Pommer, Pommer. I was on my way to the grocery store and I saw the smoke and I just stopped to take some pictures of it. It was mostly just smoke when I got there. I thought it was just a little bit of a brush fire and that they would knock it out pretty quickly. In fact, that's kind of why I didn't go home and get a real camera, because I figured by the time I got back it'll be out. The wind was changing and at one moment the whole fire scene would be covered with smoke and then it would sort of blow away, like reveal it.
I was getting some stuff ready for New Year's and all that good stuff, right? I made my way to Costco that day. There was a noticeable fire going on.
What a hell, man.
It didn't look super bad. It looked like it was a really small wildfire. But as I kind of drove a little bit more, the smoke started to intensify.
Look guys, it's insane. It's right there, look.
There was a shed, but there was a fire and smoke behind it, but the wind was sort of blowing the fire the other direction. And then I noticed it started to smoke and then it burst into flame. That's when it started to look like a big fire and not just a lot of smoke.
Me and my fiance were at home, kind of just chilling. We saw some smoke out in the distance, and it's Colorado. It was warm. We're used to wildfires in general. Went from just the little wisp to getting a little bit bigger, and then all of a sudden you're just watching these clouds just form and change colors, you know. None of us knew how long we even had. It happened so fast, we just kind of had to make decisions and get out of here. Whatever was in our pockets or what we were wearing is what we got out of there with. And at that point, you know, both of us, we were like, oh, like, okay, something bad is coming.
Oh my God, bro. I've never been on, oh my God. Oh my God. I can't see I can't see.
It was something that I've never seen in my life before. When I turned the car back, that's when I started to get the fear of maybe we should just try to get out of here as quickly as possible.
We're gonna get crashed on, guys. God help us right now. God help us. Holy 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 Holy! Did you guys just see that?
Go towards Denver! Evacuate now! Holy crap! East, go! Evacuate! Everybody head east! Go towards 36! God. Move now! Leave your stuff! Go!
Alright.
The fire's at the back! Go! Everybody head east! Get out of the store now!
We live in Cold Creek Ranch South, and we were here just over 29 years in that house. We were the original owners. It's raining ash too. And I happened to look out the window and saw that the sky had changed colors. Pretty bad. I didn't see any houses burn. All I saw was a field on fire. got a coat, got my purse, unplugged the crock pot so the house wouldn't burn down. That's how I always think when I leave. I don't like the crock pot plugged in. I got on Facebook and people were talking about the fire being behind Costco and Target.
Evacuate Costco now! Head eastbound, leave your carts, go!
On December 30th, I woke up with sort of a strange feeling. I don't want to say I'm intuitive or anything, but it was just this weird feeling. It was so windy and smoky that people were completely disoriented and trying to find their vehicles and get out safely. Tons of people running out. Stuff was just flying everywhere. It was like a mini Armageddon in my Costco parking lot.
Go, 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 go! Go, 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 go! Come on!
And they start calling everybody. And by the time I crossed over to Superior, it was black. And then I saw one of the Boulder County trucks that do the animal control. And I'm like, I go with these guys. And then I just followed them. And we went to the pet daycare place.
Let's go! Let's go, guys! Let's go! He's a good boy, come here! Good boy! I'm gonna look inside and see if there's more.
Some of the dogs were out and we were able to get all the dogs locally.
Puppy! There's one more, there's one more. He's a good boy! Come here.
There was a dog that escaped and we couldn't grab. And as they were about to roll, I saw the dog underneath the truck and like, stop, stop!
It's underneath the car! Here. There you go.
I'm a combat veteran. I was in the army and I was in Iraq a couple tours. Actually, there was a moment that it felt like I was back in Iraq. There was a moment that I actually thought that the whole city was gonna burn.
Okay, you good?
Yeah.
Okay.
So my name is Maxwell Cook. I'm a PhD student in the Department of Geography at University of Colorado Boulder and part of the Earth Lab. And we study wildfire impacts in the Western US and in the globe. What we do know is that this fire moved incredibly fast. And that was followed by one of the driest 6-month periods on record. Really set the stage for there to be a lot of these fine fuels that were really dried out by the time we had an ignition source.
Look how fast it's burning.
My apologies, John Boulder and Captain. I don't remember.
Go back! Go back! Go back! Go back! Just go back!
That is exactly what we saw. And then sadly, one by one, like dominoes, the homes are igniting the next door homes, and it spreads through the neighborhood.
Command 2660.
Go ahead.
I have multiple houses involved up here on Hillside. I have it's like 4 type 1 apparatus. We could use additional up here, otherwise we're going to have a lot on fire here in a moment.
The house was smelling smoky. Nothing on the block was on fire yet. What do I know? I don't know anything about fires, but I figured I got like at least 10, 20 minutes, but I wasn't going to use all that. I stood by the window to look west, and all I saw was the building smoke coming in. But then what got me nervous was it was cold that day, but the heat was coming through the window, and I could feel my face like hot, like I stuck my head in the oven. So that's when I said, okay, I gotta get out. So I didn't even grab anything, and You know, in retrospect, there was a handful of things I should have grabbed.
I'll get him headed that way and see if we can get all those people.
Coming in 2262.
I'm going to reroute you at 437.
2801, making a push towards.
Leave! Get ready to cut loose. All units on Hillside from 2660, let's go ahead and cut. I'm afraid we're not going to be able to get out of the neighborhood.
2660, you got heavy fire in the buildings on the exit out on Hillside at the bottom.
2660, 2105.
Go ahead.
I'm at 88th and Dylan with Marcelo. Where do you need me?
Just push everything east.
Copy, I'm out with him. Marcelo, we got fire there. We need to get them going.
It's a difficult situation because you understand that something they love and cherish is in danger.
She's got 2 kids. I gotta take her to Dylan.
I have 2 puppies.
Park.
And I'm pregnant.
Are you 2 kids or 2 puppies?
Puppies.
No, turn your car around. I apologize. I get that. Turn your car around.
You know, it's turning people away. It's not fun, but you know, you have to do it. You know, as a pet owner myself, you know, that was the big thing. I think everybody wanted to go get their pets, and it's, you know, it's tough to do that.
The area is evacuated. Back up and turn around. Back up and turn around.
Do this.
Dude, do you know how many people with dogs I've turned around? Turn around. I'm sorry. Turn around. Dude, I feel for you. Do you think I like doing this? Go.
I'll put the risk. Let me go.
You take it. Go.
Everybody out! Everybody out!
A little after 2:30 or so, we headed up to Boulder to help. I remember there was a lot of smoke, very thick smoke that we were driving basically right toward.
36 was empty because they had shut it down, so just, it was unbelievable. I had never seen anything like that.
Looking east. Well, I think they're trying to save Paul's house. I'm up on the old railroad tracks. I don't even know what I could do to their house to help.
It was a day where I felt like I was making thousands of very high concentration, high input decisions, and not any of them made any difference. There was nothing you could do. I know the people that were the first to leave in my neighborhood, and I know the people that were the absolute last human being to walk out of there. And the net result was the same. I watched my neighbor's house catch on fire. I saw the corner of my house starting to catch on fire. Well, it was fairly well engulfed. So it really didn't matter how much you fought the fight. All you got was more video of your house burning.
And it's those embers that are just so quick, especially in a howling wind. Embers can travel more than a mile. They carry the fire. Some of them can be as big as your hand.
Stop at this house. Yeah.
First thing I remember is a fire just north of Boulder, and I got my camera and started heading that way. Checked in with command there, and they just said, go ahead and take some photos, and just started snapping.
Campfire, Boulder Mountain, 2332, Howland Park, Hygiene, Lions, BCFDO, BES, and AMR responded to North Middle Hills Highway and Middle Fork Road.
658, I believe there's going to be 3 units total going to that.
All units responding to the Middle Fork fire. We're receiving 3 to 4 foot flames, approximately 20 by 20 in area.
Just confirming, got me arrival. This is going to be Middle Fork Command. One home threat, 150 yards from the flaming front, 8-foot flame length, threatening power line.
You could hear it was a distressing situation for them. Fire was spreading fast and winds were very high, extremely worrisome. So it was a day where any fire with high wind was going to be a big concern.
141.66, I'm just passing the fire. It is on the east side of the road. I'm heading to Station 1 for vehicles.
Hey, what's the TAC channel for this Middle Fork fire and command name?
Plateau Command, FTAC 2. Plateau Command, FTAC 2. I'm sorry, I'm on the channel. Did you notify the fire on the correct page of the house?
Because it started earlier, it would have had so much more time to develop into something larger than the Marshall Fire, much larger. It was a lucky day in a way on the Middle Fork Fire.
Stop right here, let's see what we got to the left.
I didn't think our house was going to burn down because of the fire across the street. Then about 4:30, between 4:30 and 5, my husband called me and he says, our house is gone. I'm seeing it burning on TV. I was numb. I was just so surreal that the whole neighborhood was gone.
If this is happening in a place like Colorado in December, I can't imagine what's to come. When people look at Superior, what they need to understand is that this can now happen anywhere. Places where people live, high dense populations, and every community needs to be on high alert. A lot of these people had just bought their homes, and then you're hearing these stories of just everything going away and like all their dreams, and thank God very few lives were lost, but you know, even days after, you can't forget about the fire because you can barely drive in Superior without smelling the fire.
And there's this little weird part of your brain that, even though you're looking at everything being burned, you still think that your house is going to be the one that survives, you know?
Hey, Connor. Just want you to know that, you know, life is sometimes. Life can throw you some big hooks. And you have to just keep going. And you have to keep going, and you have to keep going, and you just gotta keep fighting, and you never, ever stop. You never stop. You never stop. Okay?
I wanted him to know that I did what I could to try to save our house. And there's just sometimes when you can't, I just wanted him to know that there's a way to pick up the pieces maybe and figure it out and move on. And I don't know, it was a moment where I felt like I needed to say that, you know?
Okay. There I go. Here we go. Getting spicy.
this whole neighborhood's just gone. Can't even see. It's so windy.
I hope as a community we can learn from this, and I guess I'm grateful for having a chance to start over.